Formulas from A Dream, Srinivasa Ramanujan, Andi the Mind. With no evaluation engine, a boy sits cross-legged on the floor of a small room in Kumbakonam, India. A slate balanced on his knees, an oil lamp burning low beside him. He is about to spend the rest of his life inside a single book. The book is a dry, unglamorous list of 5,000 theorems, with no explanations, no working, no proofs, just results. Most students find it useless. He treats it like a door. Within nights, the chalk is moving faster than the book can teach. He isn't just learning the results anymore. He's finding new ones the book never listed. 2 failed exams follow not for lack of ability, but because every hour meant for other subjects goes to the same slate, the same book, the same private obsession. The formal path closes, quietly, on paper stamped in an empty room. At home, a mother works nearby, listening to chalk through a wall, worry and pride tangled together in the same sound. He takes a clerk's job to survive. By day, his hands complete ledger entries. Under the desk, out of sight, a second slate is always waiting, covered in equations that have nothing to do with the job that pays for his food. One night, he trims the lamp down to almost nothing and lets the room fall into shadow. No one is there to witness it, but a decision has just been made this life, over every safer one available to him. By his own account, in later years, some of what came to him did not arrive through calculation at all. He described it as being handed to him a family goddess, a dream, an answer arriving already whole, with no visible working behind it. Historians don't take this as literal proof of anything supernatural. They simply note that this is exactly how he described the experience himself. But even a mind like this has a limit no one can see from the outside. Brilliant, original results with no formal proof standing behind them. In the mathematics of the early 20th century, that gap could be fatal to being taken seriously at all. Eventually, he does the only thing left to try. He writes a letter to a mathematician in England he has never met, describing results with no formal training to back them and no proof attached. He seals it and sends it into the world, gambling everything on a stranger actually reading it. At the same low table, night after night, the same rhythm repeats. Hand rises, chalk touches slate, an idea forms, and then, because paper is a luxury he cannot always afford, a palm sweeps the whole slate clean in one motion. An hour of work erased, so the next hour can begin. The real notebook was never the slate. It was memory, running at full capacity, holding everything the hand had to give up. Somewhere in that quiet, exhausting rhythm, 2 unrelated number patterns are drifting toward each other in his mind, connections between partitions and modular forms that formal mathematics won't fully work out for decades. Even an ordinary number, one day, will turn out to hide a private structure, split it open, and it resolves into 2 completely different but equally valid paths to the same total. A small cough goes largely unremarked. The body's first quiet complaint, folded straight back into the work rather than examined. Then, an envelope arrives from England. He reads it once, twice, a third time, lips moving slightly. Someone, finally, has actually checked the proof. The trunk gets packed carefully, the notebook first, then the worn book, then plain clothing. Leaving does not feel simply like winning. Cambridge. Winter. A figure crosses a snow-dusted college court, wrapped heavily against a cold his body was never built for, moving slower than the students around him. Here, for the first time, two very different kinds of mind, his own free intuition and a formal English rigor built entirely on proof, are forced into the same room, working the same page. It does not go easily. Illness begins to take hold in a foreign winter, a devout vegetarian cooking carefully, alone, thousands of miles from everything familiar. From the outside, all anyone sees is one small lit window in an otherwise dark stone building, late into the night. His health declares itself formally now medical charts, blankets, a thin figure withdrawn behind them. And still, even in a sanatorium bed, his hands keep moving across a notebook propped against his knees, undeterred by where he now has to do the work. It's here that one of mathematics' most famous small exchanges happens. A visitor mentions, almost as small talk, that the number of the taxicab he arrived in seemed dull 1729. The reply comes back instantly. No, it is a very interesting number, the smallest number expressible as the sum of two cubes in two different ways, a body being slowly consumed and a mind at full, undimmed power in the very same breath. Formal recognition finally arrives, election to the Royal Society. A seal pressed into fresh wax on an official document. He reads his own name on the notice, and his hand trembles slightly. A tremor that has nothing to do with the achievement and everything to do with what illness is doing to the rest of him. The notebook keeps filling, page after page, at the exact moment its author has the least time left to make it. When the pen finally stops, the room holds still 600 results, set down before anyone quite grasps the scale of what has just been produced. The journey home is not triumphant. Recognition has been secured. A body has already started running out. He dies in Madras in 1920, at 32. For decades afterward, mathematicians studying his final notebook keep finding results he wrote down with no proof at all, results that later. Independent work in entirely different fields would confirm were correct all along. An idea from a low table in Kumbakonam connecting a century later to theoretical physics and string theory in equations he could never have been shown himself. One erased slate, in the end, became an entire subfield of mathematics still working to catch up with it. In his own words, I have not trodden through a conventional university course, but I am striking out a new path for myself. An equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God. The goddess Namagiri appeared to me in a dream and gave me the formula. No, it is a very interesting number. It is the smallest number expressible as the sum of two cubes in two different ways.